Hi guys, and welcome back to the History Made Simply blimp. I'm Lily.
I'm Spencer. And I'm Bennett.
Today we're going to be visiting ancient Egypt and exploring the process of mummification.
What's my mum done now?
Now Spencer, you know that this has nothing to do with your lovely mum, but everything to do with dead bodies.
What?
Mummification was an ancient Egyptian process for preserving important people after they died. It was a religious and scientific process to prepare a body for the afterlife.
What's the afterlife? It's like heaven.
Close enough. The ancient Egyptians believed that when a person died, their soul could live forever in a type of heaven called the Field of Reeds, where they wouldn't experience any pain or illness. But in order for their soul to get there, their body had to be mummified.
Oh, so they just wrapped them up in bandages?
Well, actually it was a little bit more than that, and it took a really long time.
What are we talking about here? 7 days?
Try adding a 0 to the end of that, and then you've got your answer.
Wow, 70 days. That's more than 2 months.
Yep, the mummification process could take up to 70 days to complete. Once a person died, a highly trained priest would perform a special ritual that would protect their soul on its journey to the afterlife. To do this, they would remove the internal organs and store them in canopic jars. This is called embalming. Next, they would cover the body in salt and let it dry out for 40 days. Then treat the body with oil and resin. After that, the wrapping begins. It often took up to 15 days to wrap a whole body because each individual finger and toe were carefully wrapped, making sure there were no gaps. Priests would chant spells while they did this, and some bandages were even inscribed with prayers to guide them. Resin, also known as the glue, would coat bandages to protect the mummy from moisture, bacteria, and insects, and stop it from going bad. Finally, they would decorate the body with protective amulets. This was a very expensive process, so only pharaohs or other rich and powerful people would be mummified. Ancient Egyptians had a rich and complex view of the afterlife. They believed that when you died, your soul could live on forever in a perfect place.
The Egyptians really took this stuff seriously.
They certainly did. Now it's time for our History Made Simply fun fact.
Oh, I just love this part. Whoop, whoop.
Did you know that the youngest ever reigning pharaoh was a boy named Tutankhamun? He was crowned at the age of 9 and nicknamed as the Boy King.
Wow, 9?
Yep. His tomb was discovered in 1922 and filled with some of the most famous treasures of ancient Egyptian history, and almost all of it in completely perfect condition.
Lily, Thea from Robertswood's got a question for us.
Great.
She wants to know, what would you put in a tomb if you were an ancient Egyptian pharaoh?
That's a great question, Thea. Pharaohs were mostly buried with lots of different treasures, from food and water to jewellery, statues, furniture, even a chariot. They chose things that they thought would be useful in the afterlife.
Marvellous question, Thea. I would have been buried with chocolates.
I think I would choose books. Forever is a really long time. Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for today. We hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. We've certainly learnt a lot. We've learnt that the ancient Egyptians believed in an afterlife called the Field of Reeds, that mummification was a process to preserve important people for the afterlife, and that they would fill their tombs with protective amulets and ordinary everyday stuff to prepare themselves for the afterlife. If you've enjoyed today's lesson, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you next time on History Made Simply. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, so please subscribe to the channel.